Hello, hello. Is this thing on? We good to go? I think hopefully we are. Welcome everyone today to our gesture drawing panel. We're doing it slightly spring themed today. I hope you don't mind. Kind of similar to last year actually. Gosh, how time flies. Let me know if you can hear me okay. I think I tested out audio last night. It should be fine. It looks like so far we're doing okay on the stream, so that's good. Voice good. Excellent, excellent. Well, very quickly I'll just run through some of our quick notes at the top here. So welcome to Gesture Drawing. Today we're going to do animals. It is going to be Easter soon, so I thought we could do some little fuzzy critters again in the hopes that we get, you know, little bunny rabbits. Music smidge low? Yeah, we can totally turn that up. I usually have it set somewhat low because to me it feels kind of loud, but I also don't mind it being a little louder. There. Okay. Well, so yeah, today we're going to be drawing some animals. Off the top, for anyone new, my name is Sixel. She, her. Those are some load-bearing pronouns. I am an artist who works in animation. Although, disclaimer, I'm not an animator, and actually also double disclaimer, I'm unemployed right now. Woo! I'm a drawing enthusiast, but I am not a teacher. I like telling people the things I've learned. I like sharing stuff that I've been learning about. I like studying, but I don't have any actual professional teaching chops. This is as close as it gets. And what does gesture drawing mean? It's laying of action, form, and pose of a model or figure. This is the Wikipedia definition, by the way. So your typical situations involve an artist drawing a series of poses taken by a model in a short amount of time, often as little as 10 seconds or as long as 5 minutes. Today we'll go up to about 10 minutes for a final pose. Gesture is a connection between forms. It's the story. And yes, I've done gestures as short as like 1 or 2 seconds because the model just continually moved, and it was hard, but it was good. You learn a lot. Sometimes being uncomfortable in those 30 seconds is helpful in a way that you don't appreciate until you get to like the 1 or 2 minutes. So even if it feels challenging, we'll get through it. Some quick primers. Methods of gesture, the essentials. So we'll go over some really quick gesture methods, some helpful tips. Oh, we're not doing clothes models, sorry. That's an old note, just pretends it's animals. 10 poses at 30 seconds, 5 poses at 1 minute, 2 poses at 5 minutes, and 1 pose at 10 minutes. Ooh. Next slide. 1 second. Where's my... There we go. So common approaches can be line of action, so that's rib cage, a pelvis, and head, doing like an oval for the rib cage, box for the head. It's very helpful for thinking about shapes in 3D. Got your bean torso. I actually been really favoring bean torsos lately. I like to switch it up, but you actually learn a lot by switching approach occasionally. Helps me maybe not be the most consistent, but I kind of learn and get different things out of them. And then, you know, if you're having trouble getting in like limbs and stuff, I find doing the Proco's tapered limbs can be really helpful. That one's really good. Just like taper them off, make them like little lines. Oh wait, do I have my... Don't think it'll show it. 1 second. Just gonna see if I can quickly get Clip Studio to show on here. Oh, kinda can. There we go. I had to switch it over to this, but yeah, we have Proco tapered limbs. That'd be like, so you have your bean body, and then if you wanted to get like the arm in, sometimes I'll do bones, like a flowy bone. Oh, move that down a smidgen, I guess. There. And tapered limbs can just kind of help you get in, you know, the flow without getting bogged down in a lot of bumps and details and muscles. It's nice for design too. Oh, anyway. Ooh. Sorry, I just looked over at chat. I see Flaming Gamer and Chilarming. Hello. Flaming Gamer was actually keeping me company while I was this morning trying to figure out my stream stuff in Sketch. The mystery is still not solved, but we'll get there. This stream seems to be holding pretty well. Not lagging yet. Anyway, the essentials. Action, emotion, movement, and helpful things to also think about. Straights and curves. That's your balancing of, you can balance kind of tension and, let's see, one second. Do I have a button for this? Yes, I do. Cool. That would be a good way to set up some weight, emotion. Think about straights and curves when you're doing your design, when you're drawing. It can kind of make a nice appeal out of something that maybe wouldn't normally have it. Like, look, this is now a leg. Here's the bony side. Here's the muscles that are at rest. These ones are engaged. Anyway, art thoughts. Don't mind me, I'll try not to prattle on too much longer. Yeah, flow and rhythm, that also comes into it. Gravity and mass. And perspective. I like to try and think about one of these things at a time. So altogether, it's a lot, and this is why art practice can just be so endless, I think. There's so much to consider. Alright. Oh, we'll save that check-in for later, and we'll head over to our gesture drawing scene. And I'm gonna be paying attention to how this handles it, because my computer's been not the best lately. Let's go. Oh, that's the wrong one. There we go. Ah, see, I was in the wrong scene. I had to run over. All quick like. Interesting, interesting. Frames are holding up really well. Must be just my own profile that's messed up then. Interesting. Anyway, technical stuff aside, welcome, it's spring. The cherry blossoms are in full swing here, as you can see. You could say almost like love is in the air. Feels very, very nice. Yeah, anyway. I hope everyone is enjoying spring. Hope you're all enjoying the nicer, hopefully nicer weather. And I know for me personally, I'm going to be going to a garden for Cherry Blossom Festival tomorrow. I hope you all get out after this as well. All right. I think we're pretty well ready to jump into... Let's see, I've got line of action open, and I noticed, because I haven't been using it for a little bit, that they did a bit of an update. And it is looking a little different, but very good. There we go. I was gonna say, do you guys feel like doing 30 minutes or 1 hour today? Cameron says, yeah, there we go, probably the personal account. Yeah, it's bizarre. As the Flaming Gamer would know, I was up all night trying to figure out why my CPU and my encoding were just lagging and tanking just so spectacularly. But here we are at 60-ish frames per second, and it's holding fine. I'm honestly shocked. I don't know what the difference is, but I'll go investigate afterwards. Anyway, so yeah, today we'll be using line of action. We'll be drawing animals. I was thinking we could draw some rodent, lapine, and other small fuzzies. We'll probably get lots of rats, and I'm okay with this because rats are also great, and mice. I'm into skeletons. I like seeing the nitty-gritty of why a thing is the way it is. So let's, if anyone's terribly afraid of those, speak now. Chalarming is just watching today. Tamron is participating. Ooh. Alright. I don't know, y'all. Do you feel like 30 minutes or 1 hour today? I could honestly do either. Oh yeah, chill. I understand. I understand. Yeah, body says time to relax. Well, I don't know, if the VOD of this goes up, you could always try and participate later or just draw on your own sometime. That's also fun. Alright. Class mode. You can just say 30 minutes for today, maybe. Although I can't tell you how relieved I am that the stream is running without lag. Oh my goodness. I was like, am I gonna have to buy a new CPU? I guess. Jeez. Always good to see things running smoothly. Alright, well, let's do 30 minutes. And I will briefly wheel out the rules board of be respectful of the models. I know they're animals. I know they don't technically care what we say about them, but someone snapped those photos. And these photos are provided free, so be kind to the models, be respectful of the models, be respectful of the whoever uploaded these refs for us to use. Be respectful of each other. No critique unless anyone asks. I think it's easy to say kind things about something, but don't offer critique unless someone is specifically looking for it, because it can be a little bit hard to take if you're not asking for it. Be respectful of yourself. Be kind. You're learning. Everyone's getting better, and you'll find you get better every single time you sit down and practice. So, and even if you don't, I've learned that progress is not linear, and I don't always notice that progression happening. Sometimes I'm like, why can't I draw today? I drew really good yesterday. And that's just how it goes. It's okay. Overall, you'll be better at drawing generally. And last, have fun. Alright, be gone, rules board. Alright, I'm gonna be using Clip Studio today. I feel like I've almost got this guy figured out. I still forget some of the commands occasionally. It's differenter Photoshop to me still. It's alright. It's fine. And just as a heads up, you might hear me clicking a little bit more than usual because my stylus lost its buttons, so I have no right click or hotkey on my little pen. I keep tapping it fruitlessly. There's no buttons there right now. Anyway, I think with that's enough for me. We can dive right in. I'm gonna press start. Oh, new layer. Oh, that still works. Beauty. Oh, so relieved. All right. Oh, and make sure you have water if you don't already. Oh, you can always skip a few 30 seconds to get water if you need to. All right, 3, 2, 1, go. Ooh, go. It has a beep now. Did you notice that? It beeps to tell you, like it does a little chime for when you're done. I can't tell you how great that is. That makes me so happy. I'm getting a little lag on this brush. It is texture brush, and I kind of associate texture brushes with this kind of problem. Oh, beaver. Lots of guinea pigs in the same pose. I think my mom really likes guinea pigs. The little chime is so nice, although it's slightly early. Also, they made the time more visible, which is really cool. See here, I'm drawing some, I try and incorporate some curves and then straights for where like maybe weight is being held up, because you're like, I say you, like the figure is resisting gravity. Those bones are engaged more, and that's where like a good straight can imply maybe like rigid or yeah, that kind of thing. Whereas curved can kind of almost imply rest. A zigzag can kind of imply like potential energy being stored or yeah. I think Steve Houston had some notes about figures and figure drawing that really resonated with me, and it was that figures, all living things are like closer to water than not. So, and even things that are inorganic are shaped by water and the elements. Like water makes up so much of our planet. And when you think about things that are like resisting, like we're made of water or resisting gravity, resisting all these forces, right? And, you know, you'll get things like a lazy river is very long and curved, like it curves, and a more like fast or vigorous river, it's gonna like be cutting through the rock more aggressively. It's more jagged, maybe more V-shaped in a valley, where it's a younger river. Still, the water's still wearing down the earth. Anyway, I think about these things a lot when I'm drawing. And a slight confession, I can't actually see, the way my monitors are configured, I cannot see the timer. But I think right now y'all have a better look at it than I do, so I think this is a minute one. It's our first minute one, I think. That's probably too far over, but almost got the cheese. Lots of squirrels, eh? There's some kind of activity happening outside my window, so I may have to go close it. Might just be a crow. On the metal fence. And just a reminder, it is more than acceptable to deviate from the ref. Nobody's gonna call the reference police. And if it makes a fun drawing, like, just go with it. Go with your heart. I think someone might be outside. I'm gonna close the window for a sec. One sec. And back. No, yeah, 10 seconds. Okay, so the chime goes like 10 seconds before you're done. Lots of little critters eating things today, hey? No, I'm not done yet. Anyone got any Easter plans? My mom's actually gonna be in town for Easter. Looking forward to that. She'll probably insist on making her pierogies, which I do love. They're very unhealthy, but I love them so. Ooh. The computer's still doing okay. I can't believe this isn't lagging on here. Relieved but confused. I'm gonna go play with the settings afterwards. On my personal one, I've been streaming some... I'm trying to stream some commissions. Paying for a replacement stylus pen because they don't sell just the buttons. Crazy, right? And it's enough of a quality of life issue. I just really want another one. Yeah, I'm also going to be working on CozyCon stuff, and I really want to be able to stream that on my personal one. That I actually want to do some more rigging on. Oh, it chimed for... I think we still have a minute 40 left, I think? There's a minute 40? Let's see. Yeah! The timer is just perfectly not visible for me. Oh, that's the tail! I also have my mic partially in the way. Just to try and give good quality. Also, a thing I tried out, and I think it's still on here, I tried putting on... Oh, they're doing yard work right outside my window. I put on a bit of a filter for my mic just in OBS. And so it doesn't look like it's picking this up. But let me know if it is, because it looks like they're blowing leaves or trimming something. There's a guy on a ladder outside my window. I'm so glad I closed it when I did. That's so funny. But I'm looking at the levels and it looks like it's holding up okay. Oh, for some reason, oh my goodness. Chat, sorry, I have chat on my phone and it did not update. I wasn't seeing any of chat, sorry. Curse you app. Curse you phone app. Yeah, I don't think, I'm pretty sure it's not showing up whenever I'm not talking. Maybe when I'm talking you might hear it. But it should be dropping off between... Oh, I gotta go to the next one. Oop. A little lag in Clip Studio. Not too bad. I love this kind of perspective on a snoot, by the way. I dare someone to make this blue like Sanic. He's power washing the side of the house. Amazing. I might close my blinds in a minute. Two and a half minutes left on this one. And then I think we have our 10-minute one at the end. Put little shoes on his feet. Yeah. But look at his little feet, are so cute. I don't want to get bogged down in detail, but I feel like some of these spines are almost part of the gesture, right? Definitely could have gotten this perspective moreover. There's a saying I once heard about perspective, and it was always exaggerated more than you think, because like artists tend to always lessen perspective more than it is. And that was actually one of the coolest things. Oh yeah, I'm gonna switch to a rabbit for our last one. I hope that's okay. Find rabbit. Do we want a more dynamic rabbit though? Maybe while we're doing this, I'll just, one second, I'll hide this. I'll switch to our little quick check-in. Yeah, more dynamic rabbit. Yeah, here's our quick check-in before our 10-minute. Are you loose? Shake out your hand very fast. Can you hear me flapping about? A little bit. Shake out, let all those bones loosen up. There's a nice one in like yoga and Pilates stretching, and it's just like, give your head a little nod. How loose, how was it tight? Was it easy to nod up and down? Shake left to right. Roll your shoulders back. Are you loose? You holding that tension? Loosen up again. This was a warm-up. Stay loose. Are you drawing from the shoulder? Or are you drawing from the wrist? Number one thing that'll cause you pain as an artist is if you're drawing from the wrist, and then I'm very guilty on the iPad of drawing from my elbow. I'll be like, why does my elbow hurt? And it's just like, ah. You'll also get better lines and better gesture when you're drawing bigger, when you're drawing from that elbow. I highly recommend. Are you looking where you want to go? And by this I mean, are you drawing, you know, if you're drawing a leg, are you going like, are you trying to draw like this? Or are you drawing maybe, wow, looking all the way down and just going there in a sweeping motion from the shoulder? You'll get more strong lines. I do get asked sometimes, how do you draw like confident lines? Partially it's just control Zetting too much, but the rest is, you know, you look where you want to go and you just try and do it in one line if you can. Not that there's anything wrong with dash lines, but you'll get a stronger design, stronger motion, better shape. So yeah, look where you want to go. It's like driving, right? If anyone here drives. What is the big action? What is the pose? Where's the drama of this pose? Are you getting hung up on like a hand or a paw that's very inactive and unimportant? Don't focus on it as much. Focus on the big action. Focus on the big thing, and everything else, let it be secondary. My favorite is where's the pinch on like a torso. This is more maybe for figure drawing, but it applies to animals too. It helps me think about the action. Where is the point of interest? Where is everything kind of pivoting around in the torso? Where is the weight supported? We're in a dynamic pose. Is the character in the air? Are they on one leg? That's going to affect how the figure looks and how to push the action. And lastly, have you had a snack recently? This applies to water. I'm gonna lean over, take a sip. I need tiny animation for drinking water. All right, let's go look for an action rabbit. I'll let you look with me. We'll see if we can find it. Well, that's a cool little beaver shot. It's a cool rabbit, but we want action here. See if we can find one that's action-y. I know I've seen action rabbits in here. Oh, I remember we've done this one before. It was so cute. I might have to use a Google if I can't find one. Or if you hold for a minute, I think I might have some saved on my desktop from last year, actually. Yeah, I might have to do that. Oh, there we go. That's dynamic. I love these lines. Okay, we'll do this one. And 3, 2, 1, go. I think we have maybe done this one in the past. I think whatever is happening outside is morphed into tree trimming. I have a fun story about going to life drawing in person again. So, I haven't been to proper life drawing in person in a while. And I had the gumption to go because I was in town the other day. So I just went by myself, and I went for long pose because I'd never been before, and I thought that's neat, but it's probably good to... I don't normally work on stuff for like a really long, like a pose for a really long time, because I just find it a little bit difficult. I don't like being married to my mistakes for a long time. I'm very used to doing gesture where you know, if you mess up, you just start again. And I went to long pose, didn't know what to expect because I was like, I've never been, I don't know anyone else who goes to long pose, and I found out it's mostly painters who go to long poses. And it's not long poses, sorry, it is one pose for 3 hours. And sometimes they do it for, they do 2 parts and they do 6 hours. Oh boy, I was unprepared. I was unprepared for that. So instead of doing one pose for that long, I did several iterations of the same pose. And someone actually made an interesting comment to me who I was sitting next to. He said, "Gosh, you did a lot." So I did many, many attempts, and I did little studies off the same pose. And it was cool, a different experience. But it really made me reckon with the fact that I don't sit with a pose for usually more, like I think an hour is the longest I've ever spent on one pose, and it feels like agony usually. Anyway, it was an interesting experience. I've definitely seen more professional artists that do figure drawing talk about things like about how it's useful to practice both long and short poses. As a way to hone your skills. I think that's really neat. I am still developing the patience for it. I know some people who hate doing like 1 to 2 minute drawings, but those are my kind of now my favorite. They feel the most like anything after that, and I'm just gonna be having to deal with miscalculations and mistakes longer than I intend to. Anyway, I don't know what y'all think about that. We're halfway? Yeah, we're halfway. I think one of the reasons that gesture is so important, especially in the beginning of a pose, is it helps you feel the action before you're bogged down in details. Which is why I don't often I try not to get into too many details when I'm doing these. Because the more I focus on details, it might make the picture look good, but it isn't necessarily doing anything for my gesture, for my action, for my composition, if that makes sense. Kind of rambling, sorry, but hopefully that makes sense. Shalarming says this is exactly what it looks like when my partner says dinner is ready. I think part of the reason I still struggle with long pose or being on a picture for so long is that one of the things that helps me do practice is not being afraid of making mistakes on something that is like short and practice, because, you know, you make a bad drawing, that's fine. You're gonna do another one in a second, and maybe it'll be better. Being on a long drawing is harder, I think. But some artists will they'll just spend hours trying to make something. I respect that, because I don't know that I have that patience yet. And maybe it's something I need to work on. I almost call it it's almost like the, in my mind I call it like the Yahtzee mentality. I used to have a handheld Yahtzee game that I played on long car trips. This was before children, this is before the age of smartphones. And even Pokemon and Nintendo. This is before all that. And it was this little handheld Yahtzee game. And I quickly learned that the best way to get a high score was to start the game with a Yahtzee roll. And so I would just restart the game endlessly until I got a Yahtzee, until I got it correct right off the bat. Because you could only go uphill from there, and it was the best way to get like a high score. It was just luck, right? Sometimes you just got real lucky. Sometimes you could play smart, but it felt like it just came down to luck, right? And so when I find myself being impatient and just kind of starting over constantly just to try and get that better score, I think to myself, oh, am I just being Yahtzee brained about this? I think that's probably the 1 minute left. I'm not even gonna bother shading this one, sorry. I'm just enjoying all these, like, curves and stuff. Sometimes when I'm worried a pose isn't getting the right motion that I want, I take that flow all the way up to see if I can simplify those shapes and make it a stronger version of what I want. Aw, thanks, John Irving says it's looking really good. Thank you. And we're done! My goodness, we made it. I guess let's see if we tank the frames per second. Dropped like 10 there. Oh yeah, it takes to like 17. Too many visual things. I mean, it's good to know. It's good to see that something on here does. I don't feel crazy now. Aw. Afterthought says, I need water. My head is ooh. Aw. Well, great work, everyone. I'm gonna cheat and just do a quick second of adjusting this, but if you participated along, please upload if you feel comfy with sharing. We'd love to see your drawings at the CozyCon Discord, in the creative share space on there, that channel. I'll be popping open. I gotta open up Discord again. I shut down like everything on my computer aside from OBS today. I did yesterday as well, but like I don't have Discord open. I don't even have the stream open. That's on my phone only, just to try and lessen the load. Yeah. All good, all worked out. I love the little rabbit paws. All right. I'm really liking this drawing though. I might fix up the ears and just try to fix it up later and send it to my mom for Easter. I think I had a previous year when we did rabbits. I had one rabbit drawing that I still really like it, and I'll look back through my old gestures and just be like, damn, I was cooking. Oh, I think, did we get a hydrate notification or a stretch notification? Hydrate redeem, there you go. All right, close off this for a second. I'll pop open the Discord. Apologies if you notice any performance dip. Yeah, thanks all for dealing with putting up with my rambling today. I'm a bit tired, just was trying to figure out stuff. Tech things, man. Technology, like, you can't live with it, you can't live without it. You also can't live with it. Some days it just feels like it fights you, right? Doing okay, I think. Alright. CozyCon, let's get... double check, where is the... there we go. Oh, I haven't been in here in a minute. Scroll. Rolling. Good to see it active in there though. Oh, there we go, I see them. So Tamarins is up first. Gonna see if I can't. Copy link. And I'm gonna quickly move over to our screen. This always looks a little too small to me this way. Let me see. Rearrange some windows for a second. And then I can full screen that and ba-boom. It didn't make it that much bigger because it's kind of in profile, but it's okay. I'll zoom in. Zoom! Oh, so zoom. Oh, I love the beaver. That looks really cool. Oh, good job on the mouse. Eee, very cute. I love it when you switch to the Inkay. It looks cool. Oh, I'm glad you got this one. See, this is one of my favorite photographs of the rabbits that are in this set. And you did it justice. Good job. And your 10-minute one. Ooh, y'all, there's texture. Texture in this one. Oh, why do you not work? Enter. There we go. Yay, it looks cool. Not letting me zoom in, unfortunately, but I think that looks really good. Gonna really quickly, maybe I'll just go back to... There we go. So that I can ooh and ah. I love all the fur mark. It's cool drawn. You got a very good, like, nice curve of that back and those legs. Excellent work, excellent work. Good job. Alright, next up I think we had Tala Ruby. Yeah, Tamron says it was hard to see shading, so I went fur. Yeah, legit. I was looking at that and I was like, nah, there's not strong enough shading for me to do it. One sec. Can I feel like there was a way to open this. Open link? Will that work? Ah, there we go. Cool. I'm thinking these are your 5 minutes and 10 minutes. Yeah, they look really good. I tell Ruby I really, really like how you did the face on the rabbit at the end there and those ears. You got those shapes down really nice. The body too, obviously, but I really like the detail you went into on the eye and stuff. It looks it reads super rabbity. And great job on the 5 minutes as well. Those look good. Oh, these are the quick ones. Nice. Good job on the curves and those like kind of beanie shapes. I think rodents are a really good example of the beans, right? Tyler Ruby says, try to get some stronger lines, hard to resist detail. 100%, I totally understand. That's why I use like a thickish brush with like some weird texture on it. It's not because it looks cool. I'm like, it forces me not to. It's really hard because you're like, but if I did detail, I could hide this. And you're like, no detail. I think they look really good. I like the strong lines. That's a really cool development. And I mean, hey, not that you have to do anything you don't want to do. If you find you don't like something, it's totally legit to also switch back to other things. I think even some techniques I find personally, they work sometimes and they're good to study, and then I'll be like, and then I won't bother doing that again for a while. But it's a good tool always, right? It's good to be able to do the lines, and they look good. And here's your longer ones. I love that one rabbit. Biased. Forever biased. I like the little guinea pigs. You're very good at getting down like that essence of like their face shape, even just in a few lines. And that's one of the great things about gesture, is that it helps you develop that shorthand for like, what does this look like, right? You get it fast. You develop it quickly. So even though these are fast drawings, I can tell what animals they are. That's really cool. Great work. It's so cool to see you improve every time. And one of the neat things is that if you go back through all your gesture drawings, I'm sure you'll see it too, because I definitely see it. And even if you're ever thinking, man, I'm not improving, like for anyone, if you're ever feeling you're not improving, or you haven't seen that like progress bar go up, go back and look at some of your old drawings, and I think you'll be impressed to see, you know, maybe you have some old drawings that are really good, but you'll notice like your general overall technical skill improve. And if you're struggling to find something you like in your drawings too, look back at what you liked in old drawings and try to lean into that too, right? Oh, hey, Scurry Block. Here's Scurry Block. Oh my gosh, I love these. I actually really, really like the beaver because I can see those really clear. I can see those really clear like curves that help make up that shape, that really beaver shape. Yeah, I'm really liking these bottom ones actually. They're small, but they're good. Oh, even that top screen top right beaver, those nice curves. That's a really good gesture, actually. I really like that. Especially with the feet. You're getting that really strong sense of like you have a simple side where there's not a lot of detail and there's a lot of like curves and just good shape. And then with those legs in front, it's like your complex side. Like it's such a simple drawing. There's so little lines down, but it has so much appeal to me. It's I don't want to say it's crazy, but it's like the appeal is off the charts to me. Good job. Ooh, look at that rabbit. I like that you start trying some color in there. That's neat. I love the little hedgehog. These are also great. I like that rabbit facing away. Those are some lovely curves. My cat just jumped up on the windowsill. Oh, these are excellent. Good job. And then we have Afterthought. Welcome, Afterthought. Oh, I love these. Here we go. I really like these. Your like mark making has a lot of personality. I think you said well, this looks like paper. I really like the like way you get your marks down in texture. I think the hedgehog I'm a little smitten with right now because it's just so cute. It has good shape. It has those cute legs coming out. Good like overall composition, I want to say. Again, I very much can tell what these animals are supposed to be. That mouse, you're getting that mouse head shape down. And the body, obviously, and ears, but very good job. Reads very clear. And the rabbit's very nice, the dynamic rabbit. And then always biased on that top left rabbit. Good shape. Like your beaver as well. The beavers look good. Everyone was so good at leaning into some of these like rounded shapes. It makes me so happy to see. Y'all got the assignment good. Got good. Yeah, excellent work on these little guinea pigs as well. They're so cute. Great job. Yeah, great job doing pencil too. It's a little more challenging, I find. You made it work, and it's clear and I can see it all. Excellent work. Make sure I don't think I missed anyone. Ooh, I guess I skipped over collecting my drawings, but I'll probably just post them up a little bit later in the creative share. I don't know about y'all, but it's still a nice day outside, and it's spring. I think we should all go outside soon, have a little stretch and walk, breathe some air, have a snack, all that good stuff. Yeah, thank you everyone so much for participating. You all get like such a round of applause. I'm doing it again. Yeah, this overloads the encoder, of course. But it's worth it. The delay on that cheer. Thank you so much, everyone. This is great. Despite the technical issues we got here. And yeah, I hope you have a great Easter. We'll see you next month. I believe same time, same day, the second Saturday of the month. Hopefully I can host, but if not, usually Vitrina jumps in. So someone will be here for it. I hope you continue to practice and have fun drawing. Remember, if you don't feel like practicing, you don't have to. It's a good warm-up. But you don't have to if you don't want to, but I hope you do, and I hope you enjoy it most of all. Yeah. Join the Discord if you want to get reminders on this drawing event. If you want to come to the next one. Gosh, we'll be going into... Next month is May. Even more flowers. Alright, y'all. That's it for me. Have a great rest of your day. See you next time. Oh, and if you feel like donating to CozyCon, who hosts this event and helps mod it, please feel free.